alien won't sell animals with unique features extremely similar to aliens, shocking the world.
Hello everyone from Enigmatic Echoes. Dear friends, the world of wildlife is incredibly vast with over 8 million species living on Earth.
That's certainly no surprise that there are many creatures There are even such strange creatures that people have given them nicknames like the P-Lord of a species. And many times they've been compared to mysterious alien creatures. Like the two strange birds in this photo. No one knows what species of bird they are or what their name is, where they live. So there's no other way. People have given them a bizarre name, the mysterious alien creature. Some even think this is the product of some Photoshop expert. However, in reality, countless animals with strange appearances have been spotted in real life,
demonstrating the diversity and richness of natural creation.
Let's explore with enigmatic echoes about animals with unique features, extremely similar to aliens in today's video. Marine creature with unique features. Children worldwide are probably familiar with the funny puppet from the American TV show Sesame Street. But if this puppet character came to real life, it would certainly become the center of attention, especially among children. Recently, an unexpected similarity was found between the tube sponge Stylopandalus and the Muppet character created by Jim Henson. With blue skin, wide mouth, and unmistakable bulging eyes. Puppet, except this marine creature doesn't.
And especially doesn't eat cookies like the famous puppet character from Sesame Street.
This photo was accidentally taken by photographer Mauricio Handler during a dive in the Caribbean Sea in Dutch territory. Speaking about the chance encounter with the tube sponge,
photographer Handler said he just happened to see this sponge species and photographed it immediately.
He was very surprised to learn that this sponge species had
never been photographed before, despite having quite a comical and equally special appearance.
The blue dragon, also known as the blue sea swallow or Glaucus atlanticus, looks like a decorative hairpin. They spend most of their life floating in the blue waters of the Atlantic, Indian, and Pacific Oceans.
What allows them to float on the water surface are the gas-filled sacs under their belly.
Although they have a rather leisurely life, this creature isn't completely harmless. This 3 centimeters invertebrate has a formidable menu.
It eats extremely poisonous animals like jellyfish, particularly the Portuguese man of war,
a species known for killing people and leaving extremely painful stings. Glaucus can swallow this jellyfish whole without any pain, because under their skin they have discs, which act as barriers and secrete mucus to protect the blue dragon from the effects of stings. Not only can it protect itself from poison, it can also store this poison for later use.
The poison is stored in finger-like appendages connected to the body, and it has about 84 such fingers.
When there's not enough food, it can eat anything to survive.
Accordingly, scientists believe that this blue dragon Glaucus is even more poisonous than the Portuguese man of war. This species can deceive enemies by camouflaging.
Their bodies have light and dark blue patterns to help them camouflage while floating on ocean waves.
Although belonging to the mollusk family, this species completely lacks a shell. It was first discovered in the 17th century as a hermaphrodite species. Surprisingly, both individuals lay eggs. They lay eggs on pieces of wood floating in the sea, or on the bones of their enemies.
And when taken out of the water, this species tends to curl up until returned to the underwater environment. Nicknamed the ocean assassin, the small shrimp species named pistol shrimp or snapping shrimp possesses a weapon capable of smashing prey at lightning speed with force over 1,000 times its own weight.
Although called snapping shrimp, this species isn't actually shrimp nor related to pistol shrimp. At first glance, their appearance resembles both shrimp and pistol shrimp, hence the name. Actually, they belong to arthropods, distantly related to shrimp and lobsters.
They have vibrant colors with orange claws, capable of delivering the fastest punches, tearing prey apart. Although they are small marine predators, they are extremely aggressive and can tear apart their prey in an instant.
They have 8 pairs of legs, with the front 5 pairs having hard, sharp claws, while the rest are swimming legs. This allows them to confidently snatch their prey in a short amount of time. The sharp eyes of this peacock mantis shrimp have a particularly complex structure. Their eyes contain light receptors with fewer than 16 receptor cells, enabling them to distinguish various types of coral reefs and even transparent creatures.
Notably, this mantis shrimp can also see polarized light, something few other animals can perceive.
In terms of their survival tactics, the mantis shrimp can be considered a ruthless hunting machine. They enjoy sneaking and launching surprise attacks. Particularly, they are extremely determined and stubborn when hunting.
When an attack fails, they will pursue until they catch their prey.
It is known that mantis shrimp typically replace their claws several times, but this does not significantly affect their ability to attack tens of thousands of times during that period. The surface of their claws is made of hydroxyapatite minerals, providing hardness and arranged in pillars perpendicular to the claw surface.
What gives these pillars their resilience is chitosan, a carbohydrate molecule forming long chains like crustacean shells.
They are stacked at angles in various directions, which helps prevent cracks when the claws change direction.
And thanks to this remarkable ability, researchers plan to design hammers mimicking the mantis shrimp's claw mechanism for applications in aerospace and automotive engineering. With such characteristics, they have won the hearts of many marine life enthusiasts, despite being colorblind and aggressive. Thorny devil lizard. The thorny devil lizard, scientifically named Molluc horridus, is an animal living in the arid deserts and plains of central and northwestern Australia. They have a unique feature, a layer of large, sharp spines on their back for self-defense when needed. Covered with sharp spines all over their body, the thorny devil lizard, also known as the mountain devil, resembles a prehistoric dinosaur, keeping all predators at bay. These thorny devils have a camouflage color of desert brown and sun-faded hues, changing from light to dark depending on the weather. The spines on their back also serve to absorb water. Another unique characteristic of this species is the false head on the back of their neck, which they use to mislead predators when feeling threatened. Accordingly, when threatened, they present the false head forward, creating a threatening image to deceive predators. Adult females are generally larger than males.
Typically, females measure about 80 to 110 centimeters, while males do not exceed 95 centimeters in length. They can reproduce from their 3rd year onward, and when breeding, they usually dig burrows to lay eggs. This process typically occurs in October, November, and December of the year. The thorny devil lizard primarily eats ants and can consume thousands of ants per day. When it's colder in the early morning and evening, their skin darkens to absorb more solar radiation.
But at noon and afternoon, when it's hotter, their skin lightens to reflect the sun.
Additionally, the eyes of the thorny devil lizard can shoot a stream of blood up to 1.5 meters with high accuracy. Each time they shoot blood, the thorny devil lizard loses 1/3 of their blood volume. With such a fearsome appearance, it can be said that this is the haunting presence of Australia's vast deserts.
A rare bird with a bizarre appearance.
The Potho brothers, a family passionate about pigeon racing in Budapest, Hungary,
created a new breed of pigeon in the early 1900s through selective crossbreeding. Named the Budapest short-faced pigeon, they have remarkable endurance.
Capable of flying up to 5 hours non-stop and covering distances of about 800 kilometers. But just by looking at their exterior, few would think that. The Budapest short-faced pigeon possesses such unparalleled abilities. This breed has a small beak, large bulging eyes like frog, and a head that is oddly shaped, causing some to be curious and others horrified on first sight.
Ornithologists are still unclear why the Potho brothers chose almost caricature-like features when creating this unique breed.
Some speculate that the extremely short beak on a small face makes them lighter.
Meanwhile, the large eyes might help them fly higher. However, to this day, no one truly knows the exact reason. What we know is that their unusual appearance makes them special compared to many other pigeon breeds.
Possessing abnormal characteristics is also part of why the Budapest short-faced pigeon breed is extremely rare,
even for professional pigeon breeders. Additionally, this breed has a high mortality rate, poor health at birth, and is prone to diseases.
Moreover, chicks often struggle to hatch on their own due to their small beaks and large eyes, inadvertently hindering their efforts to break the eggshell to get out.
Therefore, to overcome this situation, pigeon breeders often have to intervene by piercing the eggshell. and try to remove the chick before it dies from exhaustion inside the egg. However,
To accurately determine whether the chick is large enough to leave the egg requires careful and meticulous monitoring throughout the incubation process, even when the chick safely emerges from the egg, due to the small beak structure of both parent birds.
feeding the chicks is very difficult, sometimes requiring human intervention.
The Mexican walking fish, also known as axolotl, are strange creatures.
But this fish not only has spiky, feathery gills but can also walk. When approaching Lake Xochimilco, they extend their four legs from the sides to move around their swampy habitat in Mexico City. Although they look like fish, they are actually amphibians. Typically, amphibians begin life with gills to breathe underwater until they mature and lose the gills, ready for terrestrial life. But axolotls are different. They retain their juvenile gills and live in water.
When grown up to 30 centimeters long, they eat small insects, worms, crustaceans, and mollusks.
Outwardly, many people associate this fish with a passive alien.
What about you? What do you think about this strange animal?
Among the animals mentioned, which one impresses you the most? Don't forget to give a like to Enigmatic Echoes and subscribe to the channel so you don't. Now, the video duration ends here. Goodbye and see you again.